Hello, namaste everyone. It's nice to be here back in the community supporting with yoga after being affected by corona, mild form of it. I'm finally back and ready for running. So thank you for being here and let's start. Make sure you have at least 2 breaks. If not, you might want to use books instead or any other sort of similar support. This might be helpful during the practice. So to start with, simply join me to the top of the mat. Start separating your feet hip-width apart. And from here, simply cascade forward. Feel free to rest your hands either on the floor, maybe you want to hold your elbows, softening the knees and swinging side to side or in any other direction that you want. Gently releasing the elbows, and from here, coming back to the center, tuck the chin in and start rolling the vertebrae up one by one without rushing. Taking all the time you need until you stand up into Samasthiti. Feet together, big toes slightly touching. Activate the glutes, activate the thighs, elongate the spine, belly in, chest out, chin into the chest. Close the eyes and take your hands to the heart center and dedicate this practice to anything that inspires you today. Sending love to somebody or someone that might need love right now. Take a big breath in, out through the mouth. And one more time. Take a big breath in, exhaling like you are steaming glasses. And on the last one, take a big breath in, but seal the lips and breathe out through the nose. Still like you are steaming glasses. So when you inhale and exhale, you are creating a subtle sound, especially constricting the muscles at the back of the throat, which is done for activating the Ujjayi breath, the victorious breath. So when you inhale and exhale, you hear the sound of your breath. Just one more round all together. Blink, open the eyes. Let's start together. Surya Namaskara 8. Inhale, arms up to the sky. Exhale, fold. Flat hands on the ground. Soften the knees if you need to. Inhale, look up halfway. Exhale, tiptoe or step backwards. High plank from here. Knees, chest and chin. Glide down. Push the floor away. Low cobra. Exhale, come back down. Shift the weight back. Tuck the toes and set yourself into downward facing dog. Here, into your downward facing dog, the very first one. Feel free to move in any direction you want. Move side to side, maybe marching into the back of the legs, but feel free to explore the body, moving in any other direction that you want. Another suggestion might be maybe high plank, and then back into down dog. Maybe side plank, both sides. This is your practice, so work accordingly to how you feel, not just today, usually, always. Back into downward facing dog. Soften the knees, look forward. Inhale, come to the front of the mat. Exhale, fold. Inhale, hands up to the sky. No pose. Exhale, fold. Hands on the floor. Inhale, look up halfway. Exhale, tiptoe step or jump back if you want to. Lowering down, chaturanga. Elbows close to the chest. Inhaling, upward facing dog. Exhaling, downward facing dog. Into your downward facing dog. Push the floor away, separating and spreading the fingers as much as you can. Now at the same time, you're sending your hips back and up to the ceiling, but also your heels are going down towards the mat. So there are different lines of energy in yoga. Keep up with the breath. One more. Soften the knees, look forward. Tiptoe, step or jump to the front of the mat. Exhale, fold. Inhale, arms up to the sky. Folding forward on the exhalation. Inhale, look up. Exhale, step, jump up, float back if you want to. Chaturanga. Inhaling, upward facing dog. Exhaling, downward facing dog. Take the right leg up to the sky, point the toes. Exhale, send the knee to the nose. Point the toes of the right foot, stay here for a second. And then again, right leg up. Exhaling, knee to the right elbow. Some of you might want to go up into vinyasa here. Inhale, right leg up. Exhale, see if you can touch the opposite elbow. Maybe Panchpa, vinyasa. Right leg up. And take it down. Switch side. Inhale, lengthen the left leg. Exhale, knee to the nose, round the back. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, knee to the left elbow. Maybe vinyasa. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, other elbow. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, take it down. Look forward, soften the knees. Come to the front of the mat, any way you want. Exhale, fold. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, Samasiddhi. Surya B. Inhale, bend the knees, Utkatasana. Exhale, fold, Uttanasana. Inhale, Ardha Uttanasana. Exhale, step or jump backwards, Chaturanga Dandasana. Inhaling, upward facing dog. Exhaling, downward facing dog. Warrior one, right hand side. Arms up, sink into the hips. Exhaling, hands down, stepping back. Chaturanga, double it up. 2 times. Downward facing dog. Warrior one, left hand side. Arms up. Exhaling, hands on the floor. Double chaturanga. Breathe in, breathe out. Back straight into downward facing dog. Side plank. Right hand side in the middle of the mat. Move to the side. Stay here. Easier variation. Right hand down. Actually, right forearm down. Or, if you want to get further, left leg up. Point the toes. Look up. Lengthen the left arm. Up. And switch side. Left hand down to the floor. Maybe easier variation onto the forearm. Maybe harder variation here. Star shaped side plank. Good. From here, take another vinyasa. Look forward, soften the knees. Inhale, come to the front of the mat. Exhale, fold. Inhale for Utkatasana. Exhale, fold. Inhale, look up. Maybe some of you might want to try Bakasana here. If not, simply step, jump or float back. Chaturanga, double it up. Stay here. Breathe in, breathe out. Downward facing dog. Warrior one, right hand side, arms up. Exhaling, hands on the floor. Maybe right leg up, scorpion vinyasa. Double it if you want. 1, 2. Left foot forward, warrior one. Exhaling, hands on the floor. Normal vinyasa, scorpion vinyasa, left leg up. Double up. Downward facing dog. Good. Your right hand onto the left ankle. Twist the body. Look under your left armpit. Straight up to the ceiling. Now, some of you might want to challenge yourself. See if you can take the right leg up to the sky. Concentration. And switch side. Right hand forward. Left hand onto the right ankle. Maybe left leg up. If it doesn't happen, don't worry about it. The balance is not always there. Good. Back into downward facing dog. Look forward. Maybe some of you might want to try to jump into Bakasana from here. If not, simply step, tiptoe or float forward. Let's try together. Bend the knees. go into Bakasana. Feet down. Utkatasana. Last round. Exhale, fold. Inhale, look up. Maybe Bakasana again. Step, jump, or float back. Chaturanga, double it up. Warrior one. Right hand side. Hands on the floor. Maybe scorpion. Double. Other side. Left foot forward. Arms up. Hands on the floor. Your regular vinyasa or scorpion. Double up. Good. One more time. Arms up. Warrior one. Right hand side. Gracefully. Hands on the floor. Your choice here. Left hand side. Arms up. Your choice again. And downward facing dog. Good. So, if you have any inversion, feel free to try it. Just as a reminder, your downward facing dog is already an inversion. Some of you might want to spend a couple of breaths with the left leg up and then the right. Some of you might want to go into Pincha Mayurasana, perhaps walking onto the forearms, taking one leg up, floating up, and balancing here. 3, 2, 1, and gracefully come down. Vinyasa, double up. Downward facing dog, look forward, inhale. Maybe jump into Bakasana if you prefer. Exhale, fold. Inhale for Utkatasana, chair pose. Bend the knees, arms up to the sky. Palms together, breathe in, breathe out, twist to the right hand side. Find the right thigh if you can. And use the palms together in order to twist the torso. Some of you may want to wide open the arms. Good. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, twist to the opposite direction. Look up, sink a tiny bit deeper into your hips. Maybe wide open the arms. Good. Inhale, come up. Exhale, standing, Samasthiti. Interlace the fingers behind the body. Inhale, lengthen the spine. Exhale, fold forward. Back with Ujjayi breath. Soften the neck. Soften the jaw. Soften everything you can. Good. Release. Look ahead. Stretch your arms to the horizon. Keep your spine as parallel as you can with the mat. Then some of you might want to take the heels up, balancing on the tip of the toes. And from here, separate your knees and squat down. So you have few options. The first one, deep squat, Malasana. Hands to the heart center, lengthen the spine. Make sure your feet are flat. If they're not, you can always place bricks under your heels, right? Second option, take your hands on the floor. Bakasana, knees into the triceps. Shift the weight forward, point the toes. Look ahead and balance here. 3, 2, 1. From wherever you are, step, float, or jump back. Take your vinyasa, double it up. And straight from here, downward facing dog. Good. Warrior one, right hand side, arms up. Straight into warrior two. Align your heels. Look ahead towards the right middle fingers. Good. One more breath. Sink down into the hips a tiny bit more, softening the front knee. Reverse your warrior. Back hand onto the back thigh, right arm up and over the head. Maybe some of you might want to find the front thigh with the left hand. Back into warrior two. Inhale, lengthen your front leg. Exhale, shuffle the back foot in, shorten your stand. Inhale, expand the body. Exhale, hinge forward, reaching. And rest the back of your hand onto the shin. Look up. Take 2 big circles with the left arm up and over the head. From here, left arm up and over, parallel to the ground, pointing forward. Now, some of you might want to take also the right one. Look up if you can. Back into Trikonasana. Inhale, come up, look forward. Exhale, stack your back foot in, square the hips. Switch your hands, find your right hip. Inhale, your left arm up. Exhale, fold forward. Your left hand either onto the ankle, maybe on a brick outside the right foot. This way if it's easier. Twist and look up over your right shoulder. Feel free to stay here, feel free to send your right fingertips up to the sky. Make sure you push down with the left hand so your spine twists and open up. Good. Release. And from here, widen your stand. Come up. Soften the front knee. First option will be here. Take your right forearm onto the thigh. Left arm up and over the head. Create this diagonal line from the left foot till the left hand, up and over. Some of you might want to get further, right hand down, or you might want to bind. Right arm goes under, bind here. Open up the shoulder, look up. Good. Release the bind, come up. Take the front foot to the right hand side, interlace fingers behind you, and then open up the chest. Exhale, fold and surrender forward. Connection with the bandhas, Mula Bandha, Uddiyana Bandha, and the perineum and behind the navel. One last breath. And on next inhalation, your bandhas help you to lift up. Good. Back knee on the floor. Inhale your left arm up. Exhale, elbow to the right thigh. Hands together. Twist. Look up over the right shoulder. Further options. Maybe you lengthen the back leg. Or you shift the weight forward and you balance here. Good. Slowly back down. Hands on the floor. Shift the weight forward again. Standing splits. So, in your standing splits, feel free to have fingertips on the floor. Maybe you're using bricks for supporting the body. If it's easy, go further. Take your hands onto the ankle and try to match elbows together. And from here, you can try to float, go up, and go down into your vinyasa. Vinyasa, everyone. Go back into high plank, double it up. 1, 2, downward facing dog. Good. Other side, warrior one, left hand side. Let's switch. Arms up, widen your stand. Straight into warrior two. Good. Remember to sink into the hips. Ujjayi breath is on. Back hand finds the back thigh. Left arm up and over the head. Maybe take the right hand forward to the front thigh. Good. Back into warrior two. Lengthen the front leg. Shuffle the back foot in. Inhale, exhale, Trikonasana. Back hand onto the shin. Feel free to use a brick if you want. Right hand up to the sky. 2 big circles. Open up the torso. Lean back a tiny bit more. From here, right arm up and over. If this is enough, stop. If not, left arm up and over. release back into triangle pose. Inhale, come up, look forward, exhale, step the back foot in, square your hips. Inhale, your right arm up, exhale, fold. Remember your option, maybe it's the ankle, maybe it's the hand outside the left foot, or on a break, twist. Your hand stays on the sacrum or goes up. Remember to push down with the right hand, so lengthen the spine, the crown of the head moves forward. And slowly release. Come back, widen your stand. Soften the front knee. First option will be here. Remember the diagonal line. Second option here. Maybe you bind. Soften the front knee a tiny bit more. Open up the chest and look up. With arms, try to lengthen them. Stretch your arms backwards. Good. One last breath. And slowly release. Come up. Shuffle the front foot to the left hand side. Interlace your hands and fingers behind you. Inhale, exhale. Softly fold forward. Especially for this pose, make sure that there is enough space in between the feet. Lift up using your bandhas. And gently take your back knee down. Inhale, your right arm up. Exhale, elbow onto the thigh. And twist. So let's see a different perspective this time. So we are here. Maybe we lengthen the back leg. Right? Or while looking forward, we might want to balance onto the front leg. One last breath. Slowly release your hands down. Make sure you have breaks if you need. Shift the weight forward, standing splits. Right leg as high as you can. And chin to the left shin. Maybe hands on the ankle. Maybe from here you float and go up into handstand. From wherever you are, hands on the floor. Step, jump or float back. High plank, double up. 1, 2, and move backwards. Take your knees onto the floor. Take a rest for a second. So, your options from here will be dolphin, which is like downward facing dog, up onto the forearms. Have a break in between the hands, in the fingers, if you need. If you don't, make sure your forearms are parallel. Lengthen your leg and walk your feet in. First option here. Second option, right leg up for 2 breaths, followed by the left leg up for 2 breaths. Or again, Pincha Mayurasana. Lift and float up. So, if your pincha is quite easy, take any variation with the legs. Goddess leg, maybe Garudasana, maybe other side Garudasana. Good. And slowly release. Child pose. Send your hips back towards the heels. Feel free to have your forehead down to the floor, your arms alongside the body. Take a big breath in and out through the mouth. Good. One more. Big breath in and out through the mouth. Gently, slowly, from your child pose, come up, go back into a downward facing dog, and walk your hands backwards until you reach your feet. Make sure your feet are hip width distance, hip width apart. First big toes with indexes and middle fingers, create a loop. Inhale, look up. Exhale, bend the elbows and fold forward. Make sure you're pulling here through the big toes. You are sending the chest closer and closer to the thighs. release, look up, separate your feet. Take your hands in line with the feet if you can. If not, use bricks to support the upper body. Lengthen the spine, look ahead, and fold forward on next exhalation. Keep sending the crown of the head down, keep the spine as long as you can. Now some of you might got headstand from here. Take your head on the floor, take the legs up, go up into your tripod headstand. Maybe go this leg, maybe Garudasana legs again. Feel free to play. If not, simply keep folding forward. Take one last breath. And then gently separate your legs, flex the feet, and take them to the floor again. Let's meet up one more time. Now from here, look up, hands on the waist. Inhale and stand up. Interlace the fingers behind the back. Inhale, open up the chest. Exhale, fold all the way down. Come up halfway, spine parallel to the ground, open the arms. Engage the bandhas, engage the core muscles. Concentration. Your right hand onto the left ankle. Breathe in, breathe out, twist the body, look up. Make sure you look up and over your left shoulder, up to the ceiling. And switch side. Breathe in. Breathe out, twist. Feel free to take the opposite thigh if you want to, maybe it increases the twist. Last breath. Good. Release. Back to the center. Now pivot towards your right leg and make sure your legs are both at 90 degrees. Tuck the toes of the back foot. Lengthen your front leg. Frame it with your hands. Make sure if you need to use bricks. And lengthen the spine on the inhalation, and then exhaling, send your chin towards the shin. Some of you might be a bit more flexible, so walk your fingertips forwards. But either way, try to pull the floor, the mat, towards you at the same time. This helps you to take your chest further to the front. Good. From here, take your right foot back. Your left hand goes in line with the right foot. And you have a few options. The first one would be simply taking a big circle and pointing the right fingertips backwards. Some of you might want to bind instead. So you bind, keep twisting and look up. And if you want to get slightly further, maybe your left forearm down, and you get a bit deeper into this pose. Make sure you look up, especially on the exhalation. See if you can open up the body and finding some easiness. Last one. Good. And slowly back into a low lunge. From here, only using your legs, lift up and twist. Good. Alpha Manasana. Both legs are 90 degrees. Now lengthen your front leg. And use bricks if you need. Frame your front leg. Back the toes of the back foot. Inhale. Exhale. Fold. Maybe your fingertips are walking. Maybe not. Maybe your hands are on bricks. That's fine. This is you. Good. Release. Take your foot back. Your right hand in line with it. Let's take a big circle. Up and back with the left hand. You stay here. Maybe you bind. Maybe you lower down. And take your right forearm down and open up your chest. Slowly release and go back into a high Samakonasana. From here, find any way to sit down. Very simple way, soften the knees, hands to the side of the body, sit. Or if you want to challenge yourself, your hands are going back and through the arms, through the legs. You lean back, your fingertips are pointing backwards as well. Thighs against the elbows, lift up, point the toes, flex and sit. So whatever you did, it was great. Don't worry about it. Nice. If you feel a bit tight, hands behind the body, fingertips pointing back, inhale, exhale and fold. If not, hold your big toes. Take a big breath in, lengthen the spine, exhale, fold forward. And make sure that your chest is moving forward. You are pulled by the chest. Good. Release, come up. Frame your left leg and fingertips besides. What we're gonna do is leaning forward, and then when we go up, we take the foot up as high as you can. Then down without touching the floor, and up again for 6 times. Let's do it together. Inhale, 4, exhale, lean back, belly in, point the toes up for 1, 2, 3, 4, try to keep the spine long, 5, last one, and down. Good. Switch side. Lean and take it up. Point and down. Don't touch the floor if you can. Up and down. 2. Don't curve the back. 3 and 4. I'm telling it mainly to myself. 5 and last. 6. Good. Now, hands in the middle of the legs. And we're doing pretty much the same thing with both legs at the same time. Lean forward, inhale, and then exhale. Both legs up and down and up for 1, 2, don't give up, 3, 4, 5 and 6. Good. Hands to the top of the mat. Bend the left knee in my case, if you are to the other side, of course, the right knee, and take the leg underneath, under. And guess what? Double up your vinyasa. Good. Look forward, soften the knees, come to the front of the mat, and sit down. Sit on bricks if you feel very tight today. Legs together, Paschimottanasana. Inhale, arms up to the sky. Exhale, fold, and find your option with the hands first. Inhale, lengthen the spine. Exhale, suck the belly in and fold forward. Release, inch backwards, have your hands in line with the shoulders, bend the knees. Inhale, send the hips up, reverse tabletop pose. Imagine you're squeezing a brick in between the thighs, so keep them engaged. Hips up, arms are really strong. You can look backwards only if you have no discomfort in the neck. Now for 3 times, we are going to take the bum back in between the arms without touching the floor and swinging it up. 1, let's do it again. Bum back and up. For 2, last one is special. We take the bum back, we point the toes and we stay here. Maybe some of you might want to take the feet up for 3, 2, 1 and sit. Good. And when you think it's over, it's actually not. Navasana. Lengthen the legs, make sure the toes are in line with the eyes, stretch the arms forward. If you have any discomfort in the low back, bend the knees. If not, stay here. Hallelujah, Navasana, arms up. Now, we cross in the legs, hands on the floor, and we're scooging forward only 1 step without using feet. Arms up, point the toes, Navasana. One more time, cross, don't use your feet, only the hands, scooch, Navasana. Nice. This one cross, shift the weight forward, hands on the floor, jump back, double up your vinyasa if you want to. Downward facing dog. Look forward, soften the knees, come back into a sitting pose. Take your right foot inside the left thigh. Inhale your arms up, exhale, fold. Your hands anywhere onto the left leg. Make sure they're together. Pretty much on the same spot. Inhale, come up. And simply switch. Now the left foot inside the right thigh. Inhale your arms up. Exhale, fold. If your hands are not on the foot, maybe they're on the ankle, it's absolutely okay. Simply keep pulling through whatever you can hold today in order to send your chest further to your right shin. And soften the neck if you want. Good. Release, come up. Navasana. Ardha Navasana, go down halfway through. Shoulders are not touching the floor. Navasana, Ardha Navasana, Navasana, Ardha Navasana, Navasana, Ardha Navasana. 3 more times. Up and down, up and down. Last one. Up and down. Right leg up to the sky, hands behind the head. Roll to the right hand side, look to the right. Now switch to the left and take the left leg up. 10 more times. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Navasana. Cross and jump back. Maybe double up. Downward facing dog. Soften the knees. Come into a sitting pose any way you like. Feet together, drag them in, and fingertips around the toes. Inhale, exhale. Try to keep a long spine while folding forward. If you need any support for your knees, place bricks here. This way. Release, come up. Start piercing big toes, this way, like we did before, and lean back, balance on the sitting bones. Start lengthening the legs, keep them super long, point the toes, chest up, belly in, chin in, breathe. If it helps you, look anywhere into your room in front of you in order to hold the balance. Good. Now, with control, point the toes and keep hands together into prayer. And slowly from here, we're lowering down. Very slowly, without rushing. Don't collapse. Keep it up, hold it, and come down. Soften the knees. Heels close to the sitting bones. And on exhalation, lift the waist up. Some of you might want to wiggle the shoulders under, maybe interlacing fingers behind the body. Some of you might want to hold ankles instead. And slowly come down. Good. We're repeating these 2 more times. The next one will be exactly the same. Send your hips up, interlace fingers behind the body, or maybe hold the ankles. Or, if you want, keep the right leg parallel to the ground. Maybe you can see it better. And from here, squat down and up for 5 times. Down and up. 2, 3, 4, and 5. And release. Switch side, maybe the same pose again, or left leg parallel to the ground. 5 times, your hips are moving down and up for 2, 3, 4, and 5. Squeeze your knees into the chest, tuck the head in, feel free to move in any direction you want, and rock up and forth here. And on the third roll, rock and roll, cross your legs. Sit up. Find any option with the hands behind the body, maybe interlacing fingers, maybe holding your elbows, maybe reverse namaste, why not? Take a big breath in, and breathing out, fold forward. Come up. If you have lotus pose, when you fold your legs into Padmasana, feel free to go ahead and cross your legs. If not, you're like me, simply cross your legs at the shins and have your hands besides the body. So all together for 5 breaths, we might take the bum up only, or maybe bum and feet. For 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and sit. We're almost there. Squeeze your knees in and create like a sort of a shape of a ball. Squeeze everything you can, and slowly from here, lean back. Separate all your limbs. Imagine that there are invisible strings holding your limbs, and slowly, softly, gently, you're softening down onto the mat. Separate your feet, your legs as much as you want, arms likewise, and take 3 big breaths in and out. One more big breath in and out. And the last one, big breath in and out. And for the next couple of minutes, simply forget about your Ujjayi breath. Simply go back to your natural breath. Feel free to cover your eyes, cover yourself if you want to. You have a couple of minutes of total rest from now on. You deserve this rest as you have engaged your sympathetic nervous system. Now it's time for the parasympathetic nervous system to come through and balance the body. Simply be as you are. Gently, slowly, you're taking your attention back. Maybe moving fingertips, moving toes. Perhaps noticing how energizing this short practice could be. And from here, whenever you want, feel free to roll on either side of the mat, perhaps keeping your knees close to the chest. Gathering the energy in, slowly take yourself up into a sitting pose. Any sitting pose is absolutely fine. Maybe like me, you want to sit on a brick just to support your hips. Try to keep always your hips higher than your knees whenever you can, especially for meditation. And from here, sitting tall, gently tucking your chin in. Lengthen your spine, take the hands back to the heart center. Being grateful for being here perhaps, or simply going back to what guided you to the mat today. I'm grateful for being here and teaching you guys for this amazing opportunity. It was great sharing the practice with you. I wish you all the best and I hope everybody is safe out there. And then all together we conclude this practice with a round of Om. Feel free to join me if you want to. Take a big breath in, out through the mouth first. And the last one. Big breath in. Elevating your hands towards the third eye. Bow towards you guys. Namaste. Thank you very much for being here today. I hope you enjoyed the practice. And if you have any comment or you want to reach me, you can always find me on Instagram, like Davide. Davide Rocket. Good. Thank you very much.